Welcome to the Big Boys podcast.
Big boys.
You're welcome. We are very synchronized in our introduction. We all said it at the exact same time. Don't look back in the footage. So
we got a new sign.
As you can see, we're becoming a bit famous. Sorry, guys, but we will not let it get to our heads. We are going to
Won't get
stay
to our
true
heads anyway when we get to this.
to the fan base. And we are just going to
Pray
take
for you.
everything and take everything from the fans' accountability into our mindsets. We're going to look at all your comments.
Almost no comments on the
There's lots of comments on all of our
last
videos. We're seeing lots of engagement and lots of comments from you guys. So keep that up. And we are going to be talking today a little bit about this and a little bit about that. So maybe a little bit about the trade deadline, where I've heard some rumors from one of my sources. You guys, I don't know if you guys want to, like, last time,
tell us.
Some of my sources sometimes were not.
A little bit of failure.
Exactly. No. Listen.
Oh, sorry.
What happened was, you guys didn't understand the situation, right? Because when I talked to my source, he said that Veal was traded to the Jets, and we went through his stats, and I went on a little bit of a rant, but that's neither here nor there, okay? That's neither here nor there. So this time, my source is 100% confirmed as normal. Always, my source is 100%.
100% normal.
We have, I don't want to be the one breaking this, but I have to do it. We got Corey Perry is going from Chicago Blackhawks to Pittsburgh Penguins for Tristan Very. Penguins noted goaltender. He is gone. He's been a starter, and sorry guys, this is really, really emotional.
It's very, very important for him.
It's hard for me to talk about my sources like this, and I really didn't want to be the one to break this with Kyle Dubas. He always keeps bringing me. I keep talking about Dubas in Pittsburgh. Kyle Dubas. He thinks he's all that with this and that, and he trades starting goaltender and superstar from the All-Star game, Tristan Very, for variable asset of Corey Perry. You guys would think, why would they trade for Corey Perry?
He's not even on that team anymore.
What's he going to do? And he's not on them because he's on to the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Weren't you listening, Simon?
Yeah.
Well, he's gone from the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah.
And I guess, I don't know, I didn't see him dress. So what happened was, my source didn't tell me about this, but apparently after the trade, he didn't like Pittsburgh because of Kyle Dubas, which everyone should understand is very understandable. Because Kyle Dubas is just kind of terrible. And then he had ended up going to the Edmonton Oilers, okay? But that's not all. From the Edmonton Oilers, I heard that one of the future considerations will be sent to Pittsburgh. What do you guys think about this 3-team trade? That is confirmed.
3 teams?
100% I have my source.
Where's the third team?
You guys clearly weren't listening to my trade analysis. Okay, we'll bring up Corey Perry's stats in a second here, and Tristan Jarry's. And what is going to happen is you guys will see how many goals that Corey Perry scored.
Yeah.
He's traded from Pittsburgh to Edmonton, or... Sorry, wait. I'm doing this off the top of my head. My source. Let me just pull up the source.
Okay.
He says here,
Chris Johnston.
First off, we have Tristan Jarry. My source.
Corey Perry only scored 5 goals.
These guys are bringing up the stats.
6 assists.
6 assists. 11 points.
In 22 games.
Exactly.
11 points.
Exactly.
He's so healthy. He's ready for playoffs. That's why
what happened was
they've been sparing him.
Yeah. I haven't been playing him as much.
What happened was Corey Perry was part of a line clearing bench brawl when he was on.
I thought you were gonna say Illuminati.
He was on the beer league team in Chicago, and they threw pork rinds onto the ice, and everyone on the bench of the Chicago beer league team went onto the ice
To grab the pork
rinds in the bench clearing brawl.
I knew it.
So what happened was then, obviously, the general manager of Chicago caught wind of this, and I don't mean
That guy loves pork rinds.
and he is big into the fried pork rinds, deep fried in their own fat,
Yum yum yum.
their own fat and lard. That's what pork rinds are. If you guys don't know, it's literally pork skin fried. What?
Nothing.
Do you think this is funny?
No.
How dare you?
I have a little bit.
I think this is super.
I laugh a little bit
How
here and
dare
there
you
because my agent.
insult the pork rind. You don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about my agent a little bit, and then I laugh here and there, and now you think this is a big joke.
It's called pork rind.
Stop Googling
Heaven.
it. I just told you.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Okay.
Oh,
He doesn't know what pork rinds are.
It's got
for the
55% saturated fat
for the
and 100
viewers.
grams.
For the viewers.
Oh.
They're
I
literally
can't see what you're doing.
pig skin, deep fried in their own lard. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
this is what
Thank
happened.
you for explaining.
I was trying to for the last 5 minutes.
Innocence, sparing my innocence.
And now that Chicago's GM comes out of the woodworks and he's jealous of Corey Perry
Out of
because
the
of this
wood box.
because of this incident that happened, he was like, "Yeah, man, I wish I was there getting those pork rinds, but that didn't happen." So basically, he
was
traded him
jealous.
to Pittsburgh Penguins for Tristan Very or Jerry, whatever his name is, and he said,
Are you sure you got the name right?
I'm getting, well, I think it's Very, Tristan Very, but,
Okay, yeah.
or maybe something else, but, so then, once
Right.
this trade happened, then Chicago GM was like, ha, I got you, I really pranked you, Corey Perry, I pranked you. So now, and also, on top of that, Kyle Dubas kind of got pranked because he fell for the oldest trick in the book. He thought because Corey Perry had all these pork rinds, he was valuable. And in a sense...
So much value in pork.
Oh yeah.
In a sense, he did have value,
Not
at least
the cheapest meat you can buy.
to Kyle Dubas. He brought him in and he said, hey, Corey, we know what happened in Chicago, but... So this is insider information. I'm not supposed to be divulging this info, but this is basically what happened. I'm not supposed to say this. He said, this is Kyle Dubas talking. This is a direct quote. He said,
That's good.
hey, Corey, I know what happened in Chicago with the pork rind incident, but I think you're valuable because of this pork rind incident. Although, we don't see a future here with you in Pittsburgh.
End of quote.
So, after he said that,
What?
he said, you're going to
That's unbelievable.
You're going to Edmonton. And
Wow.
that's kind of how the trade went down. So what do you guys think about the trade deadline? Do you think that there's any teams that need to pick up some players kind of like Chicago did here with Tristan?
I'm not sure.
That's a good goalie pickup for them. Like, they're going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
Easy.
probably.
20th seed doesn't matter. They're on the way.
Oh, well, no. It's got Tristan Jerry there.
Well, they're going to be moving on up when they have
I mean,
to
this
sign him
is
bonus,
like
right?
Aiden Hill all over again. Tristan Jerry's going to take them to the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Markstrom might get traded to...
Markstrom's retired.
No, he's not.
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry.
Jacob Markstrom.
I wasn't supposed to say that. Crud. I wasn't supposed to reveal my source.
Why didn't you let me know?
Wasn't supposed to reveal my source.
Oh,
Okay, just edit that out.
Yeah.
Edit that out.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone.
Okay.
Okay, no. So Jacob Markstrom might be traded. We have Marky
To
Boy.
Toronto, right?
He could go to Toronto because Toronto on their goaltenders. Are you kidding me? Who are these guys?
They need to get rid of some offense.
Martin Jones for...
What about that Willie Nylander?
Ilya Samsonov?
Just sign him.
Who is this? Why don't you just go back to the KHL?
They need Fleury. They need to get Fleury.
Marc-Andre Fleury is going...
That was rumored, too. I think it was his source.
Marc-Andre Fleury is...
It was his source.
I think I heard that same thing, too.
I think that Marc-Andre Fleury is going to Minnesota.
Definitely. He's wanted to be there for 2 years now.
Because he loves mini sodas. He's just addicted to them.
Well, there's
Is that what your source
those
Little
mini
mini
cans, the mini pops,
Mini sodas.
mini soda. That's what I was saying. They have these little 6-packs of them. It's about that big.
It's not.
It's a
It's
can.
a lot bigger than that. It's like this big.
No, that's incorrect.
They're mini.
It's like this big, and it's a
Okay.
can like that, and it's a mini pop
Okay.
or a mini soda.
Thank
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
you. Get it right.
So that's where Fleury is probably going to end up. And what do you think about the
Who's he getting
Winnipeg
traded for?
Jets?
Who's Fleury getting traded for?
He's going for Christopher Stieg. I have it on good authority.
I didn't know you could
Christopher
trade retired
Stieg-
players.
Oh, no.
That's,
actually, Christopher Stieg came out of retirement recently.
Oh, really?
He is
Probably as a coach, but you didn't know
playing
that.
for Minnesota, I think, right now.
Okay.
And he's got 13 goals.
Huh.
So he's not doing too bad for a retiree. These players like to come out of
Yeah.
retirement. They kind of run out of money real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
All of these players, they just don't know what they're doing. Okay?
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I always know.
Yeah. I think the Jets are going to try and trade for more of a veteran defenseman for their back end, maybe. Unless Hinola's healthy in a couple weeks, then
50%
try
of
him,
the time, we see the Jets, they come in here into the trade deadline. They're going to do one...
or they switch up their third line.
They're
or
going to do
something,
one
but-
of two things. They're
I don't know.
Or three things. They're going to do one of two things. First off, they're going to trade a first-round pick for a center.
They did-
Like a
they-
third-line center that's not even that good.
Yeah, that is
Such as
a
Kevin
trend.
Kevin Hayes, Paul Stastny,
Yeah. Paul Stastny was pretty
Andrew
good, though.
Kopp,
They were pretty good.
Sean Matthias. Sean Matthias? Really? Kevin
wasn't.
Cheveldayoff? I'm talking to you. Cheveldayoff, he comes in
Matthias
here.
Sean Matthias wasn't great.
Cheveldayoff is like,
He didn't score that much.
he likes players that
was more depth.
don't play good hockey. He comes in here and he
Played
talks
okay on it,
about
but just
first
not a
round
scorer.
pick for this, first round pick for that. Well,
Monahan's only been here for
I
3
can
games.
I condemn.
He hasn't scored.
I condemn
yet. Like,
those
had a goal
moves.
Yet,
That's just the worst thing you could think of.
but
From the bottom of his heart.
If I was playing player there and I saw
the
my general
worst.
manager do this, I would say, "No, stop it, man. I'm not going to play for you if you do this."
Don't do it,
If I was
man.
Mark Scheifele right now,
Do it.
I would say,
Do it.
"Listen, Kevin,
Kevin.
listen to me right now when I'm speaking to you, Kevin Cheveldayoff." And I would say, "Really? Really? This is what you're
Are you
trading
gonna think
for?"
about that?
That's what I would say. Are you really going to trade for this? Like, honestly, it's like he
Well,
wants to lose.
What do you think they should have done?
Why?
though?
It's like he wants to lose.
Yeah, but
Look at the Jets' record. They're 7th in the league. They should be first.
7th isn't bad.
They shouldn't be so down in the dumps right now,
Well.
losing all these players coming in, bringing in Sean Monahan.
They
Why are
won
you
two
messing
ga-
with something
two
that's
games
a
in row.
good script? You come in with Rick Bonus, or whatever his name is, and
Bonus.
you bring in Sean Monahan. What are you putting him on any line for? Leave him out. Just
can't
when you
leave him
come,
out. What-
hockey's about who's on the team, not bringing in some guy named Sean, like Sean Matthias, Sean Monahan. Okay,
Enough
Cheveldayoff,
with
we
the
get
Seans.
it. We get it. Sean this and Sean that. Like, just leave them alone. Leave them alone. The players, the core was like,
down.
I am calm. No, don't get me wrong, fans of this show. I'm being calm right now. You don't want to see me when I'm not calm, guys, okay? I'm just talking about the Jets, okay? Listen, okay? I'm sorry. Okay. Guys, it's okay. I'm calm, okay? I'm fine.
Totally calm.
I'm fine. Okay, stop. Just calm down, okay? I'm trying to talk.
Okay.
Look at me.
One more thing I'm going to say. One more thing.
You got him.
All I need to say is one thing, okay? I just need to say one thing.
Okay.
Okay, look at your team, okay? You have your players and your other players. Then you need to make, what's going on here? This is called a winning streak because of chemistry. Oh, yeah,
Jelly
we're
mesh.
winning. We're winning because of chemistry. Okay, Shovel
Yeah.
Death, and then Shovel Death.
But then they lost 5 in a
I'm going
row.
to take some of the players away. Oh, I'm going
Or
to put in
4.
Sean. The chemistry's gone because of Sean.
Flatline.
Okay. Okay.
Get rid of Sean. We don't want Monahan on this team. That's what I have to say as a Jets fan, okay?
All right.
That's all I have to say.
Okay, that sounds
I'm
good.
calm.
That's just one thing.
Thanks. For your opinion on that. I think Markstrom is gonna get traded to either the Leafs or like contender like
New Jersey.
yeah like well not maybe New Jersey they'll just switch up goaltending there.
New Jersey
Vanacek hasn't
has
been
one
good
of the
there,
best
so.
teams in the NHL this year.
They just need goaltending.
What it is
Mostly,
crazy
anyway.
to see is
They have injuries too.
New Jersey has the highest scoring in the league right now, I think it is.
Is it? Oh.
And they have the lowest defense. And they have Hughes also. So they're probably going to go far in the playoffs if they get to the playoffs. But they might not make the playoffs, to be honest. But they're one of the best teams, probably the best team in the NHL right now.
Yeah, Jack Hughes is back, so.
But they're not actually the best team points-wise.
No, they're not.
But if you look at them, you're like,
Not right now. Anyways.
not too bad. You see them there, they're skating around.
Eating pork rinds and
Well,
doing.
don't
things.
give away their secrets.
Well, you kind of wanted to with.
I was
Corey Perry.
trying. I was trying to make.
That's probably a secret weapon, pork rinds, and then you told him that.
I'm trying to make a trade analysis of
your
the Corey,
problem.
Corey Perry trade, and now you guys are talking about pork rinds in New Jersey. Then
New Jersey.
that's never happened. Okay,
ever.
All right.
there's no pork rinds in New Jersey. If they would, they'd probably be in playoff position right now. They're not even that good of a
If you
team.
put them on a Philly cheesesteak.
New Jersey
sandwich
Devils
and-
are probably one of the
that's in
worst teams in the
Philadelphia,
league right now.
Oh. Yeah.
They're not doing
I
anything.
wonder what they would trade for Markstrom. Like, would they trade Vanacek? They would have to trade Vanacek and someone else, or trade like a second. Like it'd be like a prospect get a second round pick and something.
We look at the rise and fall of the Montreal Canadiens. Whatever
Okay, now we're
happened to
switching
them.
Montreal.
Will Jacob
They're playing not
Markstrom
bad right now.
want to go play for them again?
He never did. Jake Allen's there.
Wait, what? He never played for them?
Montreal?
Okay, listen. I
He
could
played
have-
for Vancouver.
I might have got it wrong, but
he got
No,
drafted
he
by
never-
Florida.
I'm pretty
and then
sure
played for
Sources are
Vancouver.
correct.
I think that I
Okay.
remember. Okay, well, maybe he didn't. Markstrom's going back to Florida. That's what I was saying.
Really? Oh.
Markstrom's going to Florida
What
because
about Bob?
they have Bobrovsky for $25 million a year.
Well,
Maybe they need a little bit more on that goalie contract. The goalies should be worth
Yeah, even
$30
more.
million minimum
minimum,
Okay, Toronto.
really?
of your team. You have to have what? Think about. Oh, let me ask you a question, Matthew. What's the most
making
important position?
8.5 and
The
then
most important position?
Yeah,
It's your GM.
goalie.
GM.
That's right, goalie. Simon, what's the most important position?
goalie.
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 Both of them answered with goalie is the most important position. That's what they both said.
Yeah.
That means that if you're Florida, you can't in your right mind go into the playoffs with Jacob Bobrovsky and Igor Markstrom or whatever. What's his name?
Shesterkin.
No, Shesterkin's not on the. You guys are not good at hockey. You guys don't know hockey.
You don't know names.
You don't know hockey if you're thinking that Igor Shesterkin's on the Pierkin.
Oh, Anthony Stellaris. What? What did you just say? Indian Pierkins. What the heck?
Yeah,
So,
man.
I might have a slip of the tongue there, guys, okay?
Just one slip.
Igor Shesterkin's is on the New York Rangers.
Look at him.
Anthony Stellaris is
Look
on.
up the Panthers goalies right now and
It's
how much...
Matt, it's Anthony Stellaris.
Okay.
Is the backup.
And how good is he?
If he's in the back.
Pretty good.
No, he's not.
Look at his stats.
Sergei Bobrovsky.
That's what I said. I said that.
Look at his stats, Matt.
Go down to their Brobskis.
Look at Stellaris' stats.
No, that's the wrong guy. He doesn't know.
Sergei.
This guy's... No,
You
that
need to
guy's...
look at Anthony Stellaris,
What?
Matt, his stats.
Oh, never mind. Is that this season?
This
Yeah, he's
is
a
the season.
242.
We
Yeah.
got Shabrovsky. Shabrovsky has 242 goals against and a 914 save, 26 wins in 39
good.
games.
That's 10 above average.
Not
for,
bad for Shabrovsky or whatever.
Yes. Wow, he's 23. Wow.
He's not 23 years old. He's 72 years
I mean, he's 20.
old. 72.
He has 26 wins. Sorry.
Yeah.
73 years old. And he has 3 shutouts. Not bad, but not as
Look
good.
at his last 5 games. Like, come on.
Connor Hellbuck is the best
What?
goalie to ever play hockey.
Oh, wow.
We
really
have-
good. Yeah.
Bobrovsky is doing okay. He's doing okay.
He's
In the last
living
5
the dream.
Look up Stellaris if it's on there.
How do you spell that?
It'll be on the rosters.
Solarva?
Stellaris. Anthony Stellaris.
Stow.
Well, it's because
Larva.
a lot of larvas infest inside the mouth.
Stellaris. I don't know.
It starts in the mouth when you eat raw pork. The larva will contract.
What?
It will come
Stop
into your muscles.
talking about that.
I'm trying to educate the fan base.
About what?
I'm talking about pork again.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I
If you
forgot.
eat undercooked pork,
Oh,
then
yeah, it's
you're
bad.
gonna become
You'll
in a-
have food poisoning.
no, it's worse.
Is it?
You could eat undercooked pork and not know that you actually have a tapeworm in your body
Okay,
for
okay.
10 years and it goes into your brain and
What?
then it kills you.
Oh.
I'm not joking. I have one in my brain right now.
Are you sure you don't have one? Jeez.
That's where he's getting all his sources in his
The sources are in my brain.
Okay,
He's
okay.
whispering in my ear.
Simon, tell
Oh.
the people that I'm just messing around.
He's just joking.
I'm just
Even though he doesn't look like it with his hair.
I'm just making jokes here and there, guys. Gotta keep it lighthearted when you're talking about hockey. Sometimes it comes down to the wire. Everything we report here
Stats.
is fact. Everything here is fact, but some of it is based on some fiction.
Wow.
And
Fact versus fiction.
some of the stuff we say is untrue, but everything we say is fact.
Like tapeworm versus ringworm.
Exactly. You gotta watch out for the certain things that
Anthony
happen.
Stellaris' stats are pretty good.
And we got Anthony Stellaris. He is. Let's go down a little bit. Okay,
He has a
we have,
926 save percentage this year.
okay. Now pull up Jacob Markstrom.
That's like with a K, right?
So
Jacob.
exactly,
I
Yeah.
know mine.
Jacob Chitrin is pretty good.
Mine always with a C.
We are going to be seeing a trade. None of
Wow,
the likes.
he's old. Never mind.
No one's gonna
What?
ever see a trade like this again. We have.
He's only like 30.
Have you ever seen when the Oilers traded to Edmonton? They traded Mike Smith for Cam Talbot.
Oh, yeah.
But I raise you a second rivalry of
What
Vancouver,
has he got? Oh, 916. Okay.
Vancouver, and
That's good.
Calgary. We have Thatcher
Vancouver.
Demko going to
Yeah.
Calgary for
They're just going to swap him again? Jacob Markstrom?
no, that other guy,
What? Dan Vladar?
John Gillies.
What?
John Gillies is getting
He's
traded.
retired.
John who?
And he's going to...
Gillies.
Look up John.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't he? Or is he
There
in
we
the
go.
HL?
He's
That's
30
the guy.
years old.
Okay.
That's the guy. He's going for Thatcher Demko.
He plays.
He's played.
There. That's not
terrible.
Those
That's last
stats aren't
year.
right.
That's last year.
Don't look at NHL.com stats. Those are incorrect.
That's last year's, you bum.
Well, his career, yeah, still, but 891 in
Google-
the HL. It's still not great.
Google Calgary Flames starting goaltender John Gillies. Calgary Flames starting goalie. That's who's going for Thatcher Demko. Okay, the goalie market is crazy right now.
Oh man.
We have and they're gonna meet.
Max is like,
They're gonna meet in the playoffs. We have Calgary versus Vancouver in the playoffs. So everyone look forward to seeing
I
that.
can't find it.
Everyone
Because it
that,
doesn't exist.
Oh.
John Gillies.
look up Calgary Flames starting goaltender.
Oh, okay.
That's
Cal, Gary, Flames.
goalie. Yes, exactly.
Whoa,
That can't be right.
that is right.
That's from 3 years ago.
Oh.
So we have Jacob Markstrom and Daniel Vladar.
Yes.
Good
Look at this.
goalies.
Calgary Flames roster 2023-24.
That's wrong. You're on NHL.com. Do they have their stats there?
They do.
Because look, it's going to say in the stats bar, once you click it, click him, and then it'll say John Gillies once you click him.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
totally. There he is.
Dang it.
Yeah.
That's not working.
Didn't work.
Stupid work.
It's
Where do you get your sources from? Anyway?
NHL.com is unofficial source. Don't ever
Right,
go
don't
on
get your sources from
NHL.com.
there.
That's unless you guys want us, unless NHL.com wants to sponsor us. We also would love if Tim Hortons would sponsor us.
No, leave it. Just
But it was looking so much better when we saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
okay. I
This is
thought
probably who you're
I
getting
thought we had
information
it in
from
there.
right here.
okay there.
That is one of my sources, but
What?
he doesn't know everything. Okay.
No.
Matthew is showing him a character,
Rings of knowledge.
a worm from
Nimgaloo.
the movie Epic.
That guy is. He knows his stuff. Okay. He has his history.
He's an educational worm with rings of knowledge.
What do
Yep.
you guys think
Ringworm.
about this?
Got you.
Is he?
Oh.
Is he actually gonna get that?
What?
Jacob Markstrom has that.
No, I hope not.
When we saw McDavid at the beginning of the season, we talked about his addiction to cheeseburgers and donuts
Oh yeah.
and Oreos because he never was allowed to have them as a
Oreos,
kid.
yeah. He's
As
pretty
you can
bad.
see-
I don't think he's even kept up with his diet. He's still addicted.
His Oreo addiction has continued throughout the season,
I think it's gotten worse.
and he turns the Oreos on their heads, opens them up, blends one half,
Splits them, dekes their gitch off,
and then after that,
feeds them to the wolves.
he's
Yeah.
pretty much exactly like he said. So once this happens, it's really hard to come into terms with how really great my sources are. That I brought that to light,
Yeah.
and a bunch of people in the comments were poking fun at me, poking,
There was no one making fun of you.
and I just like to take this moment to say that my sources are always correct, no matter
That's
what
true.
anyone thinks. I always take into account. I'm like, you know what? I know that my sources are right. I don't care if
That's what you want to
you
do.
think my sources are wrong. You think my sources are wrong.
I don't.
Well, within time, you'll see. Because after each podcast we've uploaded, everything has come true.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't.
Especially the McDavid story, as you can see.
Well, that one
McDavid
was true.
is slamming 25 packs of Oreos before every game and
Burning them off.
burning them off as he assists 9 points in 2 games. What are you talking about? Obviously, he's eating Oreos.
That's just over.
Yeah.
That's just over 4 packs and assist.
Exactly. So, the more Oreos he eats,
The more
the
assists,
bigger
perfect.
the more
his
assists he gets.
assist category will be.
Yep.
Unfortunately, this does put a little bit of a damper on his goal scoring effect, as the lethargicness of McDavid's play does go up significantly every game.
Which is why
If you watch
his
McDavid,
speed competition,
yeah,
he was lacking this year. He wasn't
if
up
you
to
watch
his standard.
McDavid on the ice out
He just
there,
broke his previous record.
you can tell that he's just slow. He's so slow right now, but he's taking one for the team, and he's also
just
taking
passing
one
it,
for himself.
so it's better.
Because he wants those Oreos. He knows
Make
that
himself happy.
when he was a child, he wasn't allowed to have any Oreos, but now he can.
Even though he technically wasn't forced to, he chose not to have as many.
Incorrect.
Oh.
My source said that
did
McDavid
How
was
could you ever doubt him?
forced
I
at
didn't know his source said that
gunpoint.
exactly.
Gunpoint.
Oh.
Ever since he was 1 year old, he was forced at gunpoint to never eat Oreos until he
By who?
graduated from the Hershey Bears in the OHL when he got drafted by the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah.
Then, unfortunately, his attacker found him once again in NHL. And they kept up with him until 2023, where
Yeah.
the attacker choked on an Oreo and passed away.
Really?
Pretty ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully there wasn't poison in there.
There was no poison in the Oreo. It was just a regular Oreo that had no poison in it. So, let this be a lesson to all you kids out there. And
That are watching
normal
this
aged
channel.
people that are adults as well.
Don't eat Oreos.
Eat as many Oreos as you humanly can.
Because you never know when your
Oh,
last
that's
cookie will be.
the opposite. because-
Exactly. What were we talking about for trade-wise, guys? What do you think of this Markstrom trade? Markstrom, Jacob Markstrom, or Daniel Vladar, my source says,
Yes.
could be Vladar or
To
Markstrom,
who?
to Vancouver for Thatcher Demko.
That would
Thatcher
that would
Demko
be
is
good, yeah.
old, he's washed, he is not going to be doing anything
Yeah, definitely
in the
not
NHL.
younger than Markstrom.
And-
It would be.
Thatcher Demko is never going to win a cup.
I mean,
Never.
not.
Mark my words,
depends.
I'm always right, my source.
Yeah, you did have. You said Aiden Hill was going to be good, and
Exactly.
you were right.
I called it. What
Yeah.
happened was, I told everyone that Aiden Hill was going to destroy life,
Yeah,
and he did. So,
he did.
if you
do
guys
really
don't
well.
think that
He got a
anything I'm
nice contract,
saying is
too.
correct, or any of my trades are
He
real,
got $4 million. Aiden
you can
Hill?
just go subscribe to our channel, hit like button on our channel, because
think-
we are correct. Everything we say is gospel. It's real.
Gospel?
Especially about the McDavid Oreo stuff. And also Oreo cookies if you want to sponsor us.
Ooh,
Or Tim
Yeah.
Hortons.
definitely do.
Any type of fast food restaurants want to sponsor us. Or Walmart.
Ooh,
Anything.
A&W.
Subway, A&W.
Oh,
We will take any food. Domino's, we will take.
oh yeah,
We are praying
had
for
Domino's.
sponsorship daily.
yeah.
This is a
We
podcast
need to
where
get
our
that
content
for
is
sure.
high quality. We
Just
put
like
in
your food.
a lot of work. Don't give them
A lot of
don't
work.
give a free
editing.
advertisement yet. We will be giving you very good advertisement if you sponsor us.
Yeah.
We will
At
be
least
like
20
we will be
seconds
like
at the start.
we will be sipping or eating your product
Oh yeah.
constantly,
Yeah. If it was Tim's, we definitely would be.
and we'll even
pod.
we'll use it. We'll use your products. But probably
Yeah.
not Walmart as much because that's a
about
lot of
that?
different things to do. And like, what are we going to be eating? A celery stick?
What about Manscaped?
No.
No. You wouldn't use it trim? Like a trimmer?
I want food
Use it.
sponsorships only.
Oh. Okay.
If you don't have food or
What
drinks,
about underwear?
don't even
what
try
about
to
underwear?
sponsor
Like
us.
sacks, you need that.
I'm not going to give
All
any
yours are brown.
free.
Sorry.
There will be no free sponsorships here.
What?
And what happens is all of the companies we just mentioned, we don't support them unless they give us sponsorship.
Well, that's kind of mean. Why would
We
that?
do not support any of those businesses that we mentioned furthermore.
What?
Unless they sponsor us, then
That's
we
a
do
lie,
support
though.
them.
Technically, if we buy stuff from,
No, we were not going to
Shops,
buy
and-
from any of those unless they sponsor us.
that's only you.
But Tim's, please give us sponsorship. Or anywhere else. So,
Yeah.
moving on from our sponsorship ventures.
Yes.
Our two
What do you think
Yeah.
of our potential Jacob Markstrom trade?
Potential trades.
And what do you think of Jacob Markstrom being traded?
I already said it would be a good thing for Calgary to get a better,
Yes.
tandem. Demko and Mark.
Okay. Oh, Demko and Vladar.
Vladar.
That's what I thought. And you,
Yeah. I
kind
guess, I
sir.
don't know.
What do you think of Jari being moved and Vladar and Markstrom going for Demko?
Well, I think, Jari can be. He's a good goalie. Don't get me wrong.
Oh.
But he can be a little inconsistent at times. So
Uh-oh.
he did bring. I'm a Penguins fan. I did watch the playoffs.
Do you
And his
enjoy when Jari tries to punch at a puck coming at him?
Ooh.
That
Is that,
Something you want?
or when he tries to shoulder a puck that goes top corner?
Yeah,
is
he's
that
like,
something?
That is
Ooh,
not
and
acceptable. We fought a very hard series against New York Rangers, and
Islanders.
the
It was
the-
Islanders.
it was the Rangers actually
Okay.
for them in the playoffs. It was
Okay.
the one that I'm
Furthermore.
reciting. So it was the
Yeah.
first round, and it was extremely brutal because it was on the game 7. He just came back from
Oh yeah.
breaking his ankle, and he decided to say he was healthy enough to play, and he clearly wasn't. He
Oh yeah. There's a
struggled
different one that I
every
was
single
thinking
save, so we ended up losing the game. And it was just absolutely embarrassing because it was, that was the road to the cup, and it was just dashed into pieces. We should have absolutely wrecked New York. So I think just the maturity level needs to be able to say no. And I think that if Jari moves on, he's gonna
Yeah.
give that free spot to Pittsburgh goalie, because right now they're not sitting very good in the playoffs perspective right now. So they need to have a better outlook for their future, and they only have the great combination, the 3 combination.
3.
Do you think this
Letang, Malkin,
organization-
and Crosby. They only have him for a couple more years.
Do you
if
think that
Yeah.
the organization needs to take advantage of this triple threat combination, or are they done? Is Kyle Dubas going to do anything with them?
No, I think this is probably your last year to really get the best run and
Yeah.
to hold them. I think some of their contracts are going to be up. I
Is
think
Malkin
so.
going to be moving
Yeah.
on?
Malkin?
Did he only
I think
sign a
out of-
one-year contract?
Out of your 3, you're saying you got Malkin, Crosby, and Letang,
and Gensel, actually. I think Gensel's moving too, isn't he?
and
Yeah, he's a UFA. Yeah. Or
as
at the end of the year. I think.
Yeah.
do you think that
No,
it's
but I think
likely
he's
that you can get rid
getting
of?
traded.
Do you think it's
Oh.
getting rid of
He
Letang,
just
or
got
are you
injured,
keeping
though.
him? Are you keeping
He's out
Letang,
4
or are you
weeks.
trying to move on from him right now?
I
Can
mean,
you move on from him? Do you have to buy him out?
I think you can. I think you can move on. I think it's right now we need better defense until they get locked down. It's always something Penguins have not focused on is there's think offense and just.
Do you think that Kyle
Yeah,
Dubas knows
switching his
what to
system.
do with that?
I think he knows what to do, and that's to do nothing and let it all burn, crash and burn. So
So we have
Just burned down.
once
Okay.
again another confirmed account of a fan of a team, Pittsburgh Penguins,
Slowly dying.
that clearly sees that Kyle Dubas does not know anything about hockey. He doesn't know. He thinks he's managing the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds right now. Oh, he wakes up, he has his egg whites in the morning, a little bit of avocado toast, and he gets into his Model X Tesla, Model S Series Tesla.
Yep.
Then he goes on his Twitter while he's driving.
Oh.
Then he hits the curb and he doesn't care because he's rich. He's super rich, and then he gets it fixed. Well, guess what else can't be fixed? Because of him, the Pittsburgh Penguins defensive corps. As evident by a fan interaction here we have today, a Pittsburgh Penguins fan that has just explained that situation. I just emphasize the point about how Kyle Dubas, please just leave the league. We don't want to see you here anymore.
He's a Dubas.
You don't know anything about hockey. We know. I mean, look at us.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Yeah.
We have an on-air sign.
we have on-air sign. We have whatever
On
that
air.
is. And we have each other. Kyle Dubas, you're alone. You are not good
All
at
by yourself,
hockey
you lonely
management.
loner.
You probably cry every night and pee your pants in your bed.
Okay.
Kyle Dubas, you should probably just stop it. Stop. We don't want to see you in any general manager position anymore. Sorry to go so
Just
gung-ho.
hard on him.
But honestly, I've never liked you, Kyle.
Okay.
It's nothing personal. It's just business. Now, moving on from that.
Okay.
We do want to see Kyle Dubas succeed. A little bit, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't think that he knows how. He thinks he knows how. He
You
thinks
gotta
he
tell
knows.
him. You gotta tell him through your sources who to get.
As a young man myself, I understand where Kyle's mind is. He thinks he knows all. Not that I think that. I don't think that. But Kyle Dubas thinks that. I know that he thinks that because I know how he thinks. Because I just know how Kyle Dubas thinks. Kyle Dubas thinks that he knows. But guess what, Kyle? If you're
You
watching
don't.
this right now, you don't know. Okay? You think you know, though. So, what I'm gonna suggest to you, Kyle Dubas, is that you should really consider your fellow colleagues and coworkers, and just kind of consider their opinions and value their opinions about hockey, because you have only ever managed the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, okay? And guess what? You also managed the Toronto Maple Leafs, but that was a total joke, and you did a very bad job. What's going on is you're barely more mature than the players you're managing, okay? Those players on the ice could probably manage the team better than you. Some of them are older than you and know more. Crosby could manage better than you, Kyle. Okay? He could.
He might be able to, honestly.
What's going on is you're too young. It's okay. You're going to get experience. You're definitely not going to be good with Toronto because you weren't. You're not going to be good with Pittsburgh either because you aren't. You aren't right now. You're going to miss the playoffs.
Not right now.
What are you doing? You have a playoff team. What are you doing with that team? You're dismantling into a bunch of million pieces. Okay, if you want to make the playoffs, make a couple hockey trades and then start playing good hockey. It's easy.
Yep.
But it doesn't seem like
All
you
right.
want to do that.
Should we talk about
If I
something
was
else?
Kyle Dubas,
Okay.
What
let's
I would
talk
do
about
is-
something else.
I would trade for 2 good defensemen.
Okay. Is that
And
it?
then I would trade for a good backup goalie and a good left winger and a good right winger.
That's good.
And then I would make the playoffs. That's what I would do, and I would win the cup.
All right.
But he doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
What's your? I was gonna say we could talk about what our favorite foods are.
Oh yes.
Pork rinds.
Pork rinds is his favorite.
Kyle Dubas has talked
What
to me
is-
about this before.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes.
Is your what's your like favorite homemade dish, Matt? Like for like that your mom makes,
Oh.
or that you make at home and stuff that you don't get from fast food. Or-
Probably the favorite. One of my favorite home dishes is butter chicken.
butter
yeah.
chicken. Oh,
Super good. Super
nice. Does she make it with rice and stuff?
Good. Yeah,
Nice.
with rice and chicken and
That's one of mine too. Yeah.
real
I am-
lots of heavy
but-
cream in there, and it's like awesome.
Oh,
That's a very good choice.
what's
for-
yours, Josiah?
This is a tough decision for me to make.
You could do a couple, I guess.
There's
desserts
so
and
many
stuff, too,
different
but-
foods that are very tasty. I would
You're
think,
correct.
I would think that my favorite one would probably be. I think poppy seed chicken, which is like
Oh,
chicken with
Yeah.
some I think it's mushrooms
With some poppy seeds.
and then some poppy seeds on it.
It's like mushroom soup, and then it has what's that crumble? What does she put for
Butter
the crumble?
and Ritz crackers mixed
Oh
together
yeah,
as a crumble.
yeah. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Mine is probably. Oh, I'm trying to think now. I like her sweet and sour meatballs. Sweet and sour meatballs. And rice and stuff.
Okay. And I'm thinking also for a second dish, second course,
Let's just do the full things, yeah.
we'll go into a multifaceted smash burger
What?
made by
You?
my grandfather
Oh, Grandpa.
and
Okay.
a steak made by my sister on the barbecue,
Ooh.
moose steak, and that's my
She made a moose steak?
second favorite food. That combined on one plate is one food, basically,
Yeah.
kind of. And I love cheese. Cheese is really good.
Yeah, it is.
Cheese.
It is.
Cheese.
It is, but it's not like a thing, a dish.
Oh, I see what you mean. You want something as
No,
a dish.
okay.
Well, I already explained a couple things.
Yeah, you
7-course meal almost.
No.
Well, one of my other ones would be those burgers,
Not that.
and then the potato bake that Mom makes.
That is very delicious.
That's really good. She puts
Does count.
puts frosted flakes on the top, but it has cheese and sour cream.
I don't
and
think
potatoes.
they're Frosted Flakes, bud.
Are they? No.
Probably
They're cornflakes.
cornflakes.
They're cornflakes.
There's a difference.
Whatever. They're
Frosted
big.
Flakes,
Difference.
that's not going to do.
Okay, cornflakes. Sorry.
It'll be sweet.
Sweet
you
as
want
honey.
sweet potatoes?
Why
Oh,
not?
that is
Sweet
a thing.
potatoes.
Oh, you like those too?
Get wrecked.
What is your favorite side dish?
I like sweet potatoes.
Matthew.
and stuff, too.
My favorite side dish,
Oh,
standing alone, all by itself, would have to be
on the
macaroni
side.
salad.
Oh, that is rough.
is-
That is a bad pick. So, this is because I'm picky, I'm going to have to pick this apart.
Oh yeah. The side isn't like.
I
onions and
am
stuff
a
in it and
picky
stuff.
person. I don't really enjoy cold salads that much. I do enjoy vinaigrette salad with some vinegar and some ramen noodles on it.
That's a cold salad.
That's a good cold salad.
Oh.
I
good.
will eat a potato salad, but macaroni
yeah.
salad is everything that is wrong with this generation. Macaroni salad is
Now we're a podcast. We're talking about that.
it's a cold salad, okay? You make your macaroni, okay? Oh, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna put some cheese in it and eat macaroni and cheese? No. You take macaroni, make this, put it in water, put it in, mix it up,
Excuse me.
strain it, put it into a bowl, put celery. Okay, gross. Number one.
Sometimes you don't have to put
Onions,
that exactly.
peppers.
Oh.
This is all gross. Raw celery, raw peppers, raw onion, and then you put a bunch of mayonnaise in there.
Oh.
Gross. No one's gonna eat that, but everyone loves it, and I don't.
like it,
I
too.
hate it.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, now we know your opinion on it.
Yeah.
that's what I think.
Okay.
And the rest of the world.
You
does.
can love macaroni salad.
Just like
I like the macaroni salad from.
Don't
Safeway.
bring
It's
up
really good.
Kyle.
We're done with Kyle.
No, we're not.
Well.
Next episode will be exclusively about him,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
about Kyle Dubas.
Yeah, we can make that.
So, my favorite side.
Our second episode.
I'm
Third,
thinking
probably no.
one of my favorite foods of all time is Newfie fries. I think this counts as a side.
Yeah.
It's fries
Yes.
with stuffing, ham,
Oh, right.
and
yeah.
gravy,
Those
and
are-
then Swiss cheese on top, or whatever kind of cheese, mozzarella.
Those were good.
And
Last
that's
time we had
basically
them,
like
yeah.
a poutine, but a little bit better. And I'm thinking any kind of bacon on there instead of the ham.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably the best side ever. And you
I
already
like-
kind of got your side, but you could say something.
I like sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries.
Put this aside.
What?
To put that aside. I'm trying to think of aside jokes.
Okay.
Put this to bed.
I like the chipotle mayo with it.
Something on
It's really good.
Something on the side.
That aside.
Okay,
That aside.
One
Sorry, I thought you were done.
one time I had a huge burger. It was like a, forget how big. It was like a pound or like 2 pound almost size burger
That's not a
at
side.
the marina. I'm just saying. I had that with the side of sweet potato fries. I'm just telling a story. Get a grip.
I have a grip.
And it was huge, but I finished it. It was really good.
If you can see here,
Okay, then don't
I have
show,
calluses
Okay.
because of grip.
Okay.
Put that all aside. Let's put that all aside.
All the
All
side
right.
to side.
Let's
What
put
are
the
we going to
sides
do to finish for the last
to the
10
side.
minutes?
We are going to be discussing how.
Kyle Dubas.
No, we're not talking about that today.
Where his new house is. Why'd you go there, by the way? I seen you
Listen,
on location. I was like,
I had some research
Might
to
get
do
arrested.
in the area, and I heard that he was in the area as well.
with a gun?
Listen, the gun was for my safety. Toronto is not a safe place.
Oh, okay, that's true.
I had to make sure that I wasn't going to get offed. In the middle of my Kyle Dubas
Okay.
research,
Right.
I would not want to be killed.
That wouldn't be a good
I
thing.
need to let the world know about what this guy's really doing
Yeah. Through
in
his
the
window.
NHL. So, we have a very fun game for you guys as the viewers to play.
Oh,
Hopefully, no one
I didn't even come up with this.
is
so
mad about this.
this must be good.
But once you guys turn off this podcast after you subscribe and like our comment and all that,
Share to Tim Hortons.
share to Tim Hortons Twitter feed and tell them that we sent you.
Yeah.
Fast forward to 42 minutes or something along those lines.
Exactly. Now, once this happens, we are going to get you guys to play a little game. Go on your
What's the
phone.
game?
Go on your phone. Click on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh.
And once you do this, you're going to see a bunch of ads.
Yeah.
This works well for me because I'm very interested in used cars. But
Yeah.
anyone out there on Facebook there, on whatever this is here, YouTube's. Anyone out there, you could be interested in anything. You might be interested in hockey, snowmobiles, used cars,
Knitting.
used guitars,
Knitting.
used metal bars. So, you go on to this Facebook Marketplace and you find what you're interested in, what you
Right.
enjoy to do or enjoy to buy.
Hobbies.
Go and message them. Most
And
of these
tell
people
them that
have
you're
a
interested.
unreasonable price for their stuff.
It's too much money.
And sometimes it's not unreasonable, but even if it is, then still send them and say, "Hello, I'm interested in your item. What is the lowest amount you would take?"
You go to
And then go from there. You can say whatever you
start
want.
rolling.
You can. Sometimes people will want you to come look at it. Just say you're very busy. You might not be able to this weekend and stuff
Can't
like
do
that.
it.
But then keep
My
just-
baby's crying. I don't have a baby.
Exactly. And you can make this game as complex as you want. But basically, the point of this game is to waste people's time. We just live in a society where people just value their time so highly. Well, we're going to be wasting it.
Take it away.
This is not a malicious game.
It's just fun.
It's just fun. We are just trying to waste a few people's time, but it's only a couple seconds of their day each day. So it's not really
Yeah.
that bad for them, and
Yeah.
it's good for us. And waste time for us too. So it's wasting time for two people, and that's basically the game. You just waste time.
All right. Well, thank you
Wow.
for.
If you're busy
telling
and if you
us
need to
about
do
that.
something, you could just waste time doing that game.
Yeah.
If you should be
Nothing
doing
productive.
something else,
Don't work out. Don't do any of that other stuff.
well, I don't think
Just
that's
waste
a
time
good. That's
online.
kind of bad advice right there that he just gave you guys. But if you don't do the stuff that he's talking about there, that's going to be bad. You shouldn't do all your wasting time and waste all your time of your life doing this game that I was just talking about.
Alright, it's only a little bit.
Just do it sometimes.
Right.
Clearly, obviously.
Okay.
But whatever.
Well,
Or
I
in this
digress.
case, every other day. But
Every other day is pretty healthy. You don't get too sucked into it.
you can't overload yourself in the beginning. You have to just take one person. One person's time.
yeah. just
Sometimes
do, like,
it's kind of
One
scary.
person's post.
It's kind of scary
Oh, hey.
to do like 20, 30 at once. It's like, wow, that's
that's
I'm
overwhelming.
really wasting a lot of
And
people's time right now.
Especially when and then if you really get advanced, like somebody over here, you'll create a group chat for all 30 of your other guys, especially that you're talking to, because it's like all about cars. It's like
That has not happened.
and
then they'll just think they got hacked. You got hacked.
hypothetically, you might.
Everyone's hacked.
Hypothetically, you would be asking about the exact same car, model and year, and say, what would you value my machine? And what would you sell yours at? And they're all talking to each other saying, well, mine's
Yeah.
like this. Why is yours less than mine?
That
Why
does
is
sound
yours
like
more
a
than
good
mine?"
game.
I don't know.
And then, absolutely everything
Yeah.
that could be wrong with it, because it's like, oh, mine's got this wrong with it. That's why I did this.
And then you buy all 30 cars and put them all together to make one supercar.
Exactly. And
So-
then you're in the business.
That's a great plan.
Like we were talking about. The trade deadline is coming. That's what this whole podcast was about.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
What
yeah.
kind of
I
trades are happening. And what
got
kind of
triggered
trades
by
will
doing this.
happen. We must watch out for mention of the Pittsburgh Penguins manager. I shall not
Mr. K.
mention his name. This guy over here brings it up a little bit, so that's why I tend to rage a little bit about it.
Just a little rage.
But
Just a little bit.
what happens on this
Calm.
podcast, stays on this podcast, and we will be releasing this. We will be getting
What if we-
sponsorships, and we will be very famous soon. So if he does see this, I apologize, but not really, because I don't really apologize.
Don't worry, he'll be wearing a different color of orange soon enough anyway.
Yeah.
And the thing is that
Kyle's gonna find out
the Jets
about
are
him being outside his house in
the
about a couple
Jets
days.
are going to win the cup this year. Everybody knows the Jets are winning the cup this year. That's
I mean, they have a good shot.
they're gonna win. All they have
They
to
have
do
a
is
good team.
trade Shane Monahan.
Oh yeah. Him.
Right, flip them.
And
Well, yeah.
ditch him.
All right.
So, if you guys enjoyed this podcast, we would appreciate
Need-
if you
yes.
share
Like and
the
subscribe.
podcast. Like it and subscribe it.
Thank you for watching.
Send it to
and-
everyone you know. If you think they would enjoy
It's
it.
like a robot. What the heck are you doing?
Everybody, if you like
Okay.
this podcast, send it to everyone you know. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Like and subscribe. Send it to all your friends
Thank
and
you.
email it. Email forward. Send it on YouTube. React to this video for a full hour on YouTube and become famous as a YouTube reactor if you would like to.
And tag us in the
And
reaction.
make sure you put your trade requests and
Oh, yeah,
what you
comment.
think's going to happen for the NHL trade deadline. This is what that was. This is what this podcast
We'll
was about
see
the
it,
trade
Mark,
deadline. And
Markstrom
put it
get
in
traded.
the comments what you think's going to get traded. Everything I said will happen.
And if you have any sources of your own, guys, that you think that
Tell
might
them-
be like coming through the woodworks,
Yes.
let us know. We could even feature that on our next podcast. And you know what? Sources, no
Yeah.
sources, so you don't know what's gonna happen.
If you guys want to zoom in, become
More
part of the
people.
podcast, we will accept guests. We will have Zooms here. You can zoom in
you
and
want
become part of our podcast if you like. We can have guests.
We can't.
I said we can.
Oh. I thought you went on a whole rant, and then it was like, you can't. I was like, I don't know.
Oh man.
Well, thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Bye.